Welcome back to the show, guys. I am your host, expecting you guys are having a wonderful and blessed day. On today's show, the debate, we're going to be talking about from the fly to everything that happened in it. Right off the back, I'm going to give you my preliminary or my first thoughts real quick on the whole debate. Then I'm going to get a little bit more in detail into the certain topics that they covered in the debate last night, which were a lot, to be honest. Let's talk about the debate in general. The debate was excellent, in my opinion. I think whoever wanted information out of it got information out of it. I think obviously the 2-minute time is still a hindrance to the politicians who want to speak their mind and give nuanced answers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I know that the 2-minute time, because sometimes, a lot of the times, cannot be enough. But for the most part, the moderator, I think, also did a good job in controlling the people from not going over the 2-minute time limit. The moderator, I've seen an article saying that the moderator was biased. I didn't get that. I think the moderator was fair. I think it was just a regular good debate. In general, who did I think won? 120% Mike Pence won. The only way that you would not, and pay attention to what I'm about to tell you guys, the only way that you would not say that Mike Pence didn't win is if you have, obviously, you're rooting for your team. And I'm going to tell you right now, guys, this happens a lot in politics. See, the people on the left will always be behind their candidate no matter what. We're in election season. You cannot naysay your candidate. You cannot bash your candidate. You aren't in election season. Even if your candidate say something bad, your job is to say everything that the candidate is doing good. That's not the policy on the Valentine's show. If the person does it bad, they do it bad, and I'm gonna call them out, plain and simple. But if you saw the debate last night, there is no way that you could say that Kamala Harris came out on top. She looked extremely snarky. She looked ghetto in some instances with the head weaving and what was her little thing? And I'm speaking. Okay, like real hood. To be honest, that looked like that didn't come out real from a person who has hold very high offices in the United States, in my opinion. She came out really snarky. My wife was watching the debate in Spanish, right? And she said she couldn't stand the attitude, the body language of Kamala Harris. She had a sarcastic laugh that I found that like people laugh and they're like when they don't have no answer to the things that they're being asked about, right? And she did that a lot. As a matter of fact, there were some points where I thought, and I know because I've done this, where she kind of seemed kind of lost. Like, look, I start even doing the show. Look here, I start saying a sentence and I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. So I start saying, and because this, I have no idea what I'm gonna talk about, and something comes up on my mind, and then I can just keep going from there, and I just keep flowing with it, right? She seemed like she did that, in my opinion, last night, and she, I think. when she was asking for, like, it's my time to talk now, can I speak? Like, she didn't how can I say this, right? She didn't give that she didn't inspire like confidence with her, almost like a nervous laughter type of thing going on there. But let's get into some of the details, the finer details, which I think, again, Mike Pence. And look at this, guys. Did you guys know that Mike Pence had a show? He was a talk show host. Google it. Go ahead. Google it. Google the Mike Pence show, and you're gonna see Mike Pence doing obviously a talk show on the radio. And I didn't even know this about this, but I'm gonna tell you right now, Mike Pence came out like a warrior. I see him like a soldier, like a warrior that's there. He came out very serious, like his demeanor is. He came out more a polished politician. Obviously, he has more years as a politician than Donald Trump. He came out like a polished politician, not too much smiling. He just came out with straight up facts, and he was just using what Kamala Harris was saying to her own detriment. Yo, he came out very, 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 very educated on the facts. He came out. He came out. He came out. His words were cutting like a sword. He just came out dissecting everything. In my opinion, dissecting everything Kamala Harris was saying greatly, and he used it to her own disadvantage. She tried to boast on, for example, one of the times she tried to boast about her record as a district attorney and as an attorney general of the state of California. He used that against her, meaning you incarcerated a whole bunch of black people, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But which I think was excellent for Mike Pence. I went on Twitter while the debate and what was trending, like her little saying of, it's my turn to talk, like, I guess feminist found that cute, that she was just talking like that to a man. And if he would have said that about her, it would have been the end of the world. But again, this is what, I mean, I'll tell you this, man. I would hate, if this is just in public, imagine this woman in her private life with her husband, right? I think she gives the impression, I'm not saying this like this, but she gives the impression that like she's the pants of the relationship, to be honest. She seems like a mean, like she was chastising Mike Pence at times, like she was just chastising him, like a mother chastising her child, right? Like, you're talking to the vice president of the United States of America. He hasn't even disrespected you in any way. As a matter of fact, something that I think he used very cleverly, he commended her on a lot of things. Did you guys saw that? When he commended her on a lot of the things, but again, this is all politics, guy. You commend her something and then you proceed to destroy her character, right? I mean, this is politics, but Mike Pence used that to his advantage. Mike Pence can prepare. Let's get into some of them. Specific. I was taking notes while on this, while watching this. So I'll be reading here from my notebook. Let's talk about the pandemic, right? The question to Kamala Harris, what would you do different than the Donald Trump Pence administration? And this is something that Pence did excellent too. Every time he answered, his job is to defend the president. That's it. He's the vice president, not the president. It's not his policies, it's Donald Trump's policies. He defended the president like he was like a spokesperson for the president. That's all he was, man. And he did a great job. On the pandemic, what would you do different, Kamala? Kamala had no answer. No answer whatsoever. She didn't answer the question because everything that was done, possibly done, humanly possible, Donald Trump did. As a matter of fact, when he closed down flights from China, Joe Biden, like Pence, did an excellent job of doing, criticizing for saying that it was xenophobic of the president to stop flights from China. And again, Mike Pence quoted Dr. Fauci saying that Donald Trump didn't do that, then it would have been much more a death, right? Than the 200,000 that sadly have lost their life. So Kamala avoided the question totally different. She avoided the question totally. The only thing that she could just say out of her mouth is, we're gonna do a vaccine. That's it. The Kamala Harris administration wants to close down the country again, which is insane for a lot of people. Now let's talk about let's see what else we have here. Taxes. Mike Pence did an excellent job on talking about the taxes, right? And he said clearly that the Joe Biden administration will raise your taxes, will put up your taxes on the first day. Why did he make that claim? And it's an excellent claim because I think, if I'm not mistaken, you guys could confirm me in the comments down below. I think Kamala Harris did say that Joe Biden will repeal the taxes on the first day. Joe Biden has said that. Joe Biden said that he will put up the taxes. Actually, there's a little video. I'll probably put it. You know what? Here you go. I'm going to put it right now. Look what I'm going to do for you guys regarding taxes. This is what Joe Biden wants to do for your taxes. Check it out. This is Joe Biden speaking.
America is no longer as the wealthiest middle class in the world. We're no longer the wealthiest. How many of you did really well with that $1.9 trillion tax cut that increased? Really good shape, right? Really changed your, well, you did. Well, that's good. I'm glad to see you're doing well already. And I'm good. But guess what? If you elect me, I'm not going to have your taxes are going to be raised, not cut, if you benefit from that.
You see that? So Mike Pence did an excellent job pointing this out, that Joe Biden wants to raise your taxes. And if he repeals the tax Trump cuts, automatically everybody's taxes are going to go up because, remember, for the most part, they say that a family of four got a tax break for like $2,000 yearly, right? So that's why he claimed, Mike Pence said that. And as you guys saw, Joe Biden has said that before himself. And Mike Pence elaborated it. Excellent. Let's flip the page here. Let's talk about climate change. I think Mike Pence answered great on climate change too. Kamala, she was one of the first person to, to co-sponsor the Green New Deal in the Senate. Now they're trying to and the question about fracking, they're trying to avoid it. She wants to frack. She wants to ban fracking. Joe Biden also wants to ban fracking. Now they're going back on their word. And there's videos out here. I just don't want to waste your guys' time showing these videos, but there's videos out here. Mike Pence, he answered excellently. They passed the Outdoors Act. The Trump administration cares about the environment, just not at the level that these people are taking it overboard with something like the Green New Deal, which wants to retrofit every building in the United States. And the estimated cost of the Green New Deal is going to be $93 trillion. How big is that? You don't even know, because we can phantom these numbers, but this is going to cost the U.S. economy a whole bunch. Like they say that one of the things that the Joe Biden administration says is that, okay, we want to, this is going to create energy sector jobs. Okay, yes, it's going to create jobs. Who's paying for these energy sector jobs and these retrofitting to the government? The government is paying for it, meaning the government has no money. So we are paying for all these craziness. Don't take it to the extreme. This is why they got off the climate accord, right? The Paris Climate Accord. That's why they got out of it, because they claimed that the United States was the only one following that. Right? While China and India and all these other countries were doing whatever they want. So why be in it? You know what I'm saying? So they saying that they will put the United States back in the climate accord. And if they keep going like this, again, climate accord, Green New Deal, this is just going to, again, energy sector jobs. And not only energy sector jobs, imagine businesses having to retrofit. This is going to cost you, et cetera, et cetera. China, very important. China, friend or foe? Mike Pence was clear about this. China is to blame for the coronavirus. Plain and simple, no questions asked. I think the word China did not come out of Kamala Harris' mouth one time. Correct me if I'm wrong. As a matter of fact, there's a story out there. I can't confirm. I did see the video that when the debate was going on in Beijing, the part where they were talking about in China, when they were talking when Mike Pence was talking about China, they censored it. They put they lost the signal, and once they went over that hump, I'm talking about Mike Pence talking negatively about China, they put the feedback. Was it censoring from China? I don't know, but that's what they're saying it is. It's crazy. Now, okay, the Supreme Court. Mike Pence did an excellent job on this. Are you gonna pack the Supreme Court, Democrats? No answer. A lot of talking, no answer. Just like that. A lot of talking, no answer. They did not answer. Kamala Harris did not answer the question. And Mike Pence did an excellent job of pushing her on it. Are you going to pack the Supreme Court? She said, well, let's answer it. And she kept talking, answer anything. And this is what they want to do. They want to change the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has been like that for like 100 years, right? If I'm not mistaken, without adding no new justices. They want to, because they lost the opportunity to put 3 Supreme Court justices like Donald Trump is doing in this term, and then they want to pack the courts to make it more liberal for them, like little baby cries. He did not answer. Mike Pence did an excellent job, and I think it's the job. It's not of the moderator to push an answer. It's for the people doing the debate, and Mike Pence pushed her good. Don't expect the moderator, a leftist moderator or whoever it is, to push your opponent on a certain topic or to answer a certain question. That's up to you to do it. And Mike Pence did an excellent job on that. And what else we have here? Let me see. The fly. Don't forget about the fly. The fly that landed for like 2 minutes. I'm like, yo, let the fly leave. Fly, what are you doing? Get off. Because that's gonna take a lot of people's attention, and that was just crazy. And to finish it off again, you keep repeating it like it's gonna become true. The whole Charlottesville racism, white not denouncing white supremacy, which he has done it 10 billion times. They don't finish off the quote in Charlottesville, yet these Democrats keep repeating it like it's just gonna become true. They misquoted the President Trump. They did not put it in context. They did not finish the quote because they just wanna forward this propaganda, false narrative regarding that the president is a white supremacy. That's my thoughts, but what are your thoughts? How do you think this came out? I think this was very civil, to be honest. I think this was Mike Pence went in with surgical precision and destroyed every argument that Kamala Harris had. She didn't look poised. Mike Pence was serious. She looked like she was out of character, that she was getting rattled when the head shaking and the whole ghetto baby mama whole type of thing going on there and all that stuff, and that snarky answering, etc., etc., etc. Guys, put it down in the comments what you guys think. Like, comment, share, do all that good stuff. Remember, tomorrow we're gonna be talking more about this tomorrow. Live call-in show 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern. I am Valentine. God bless, Godspeed me, Valentine. I am out.